you have to create the levels. So levels means number of floors in a project. Number of floors, that we will call as a levels. So the next topic is levels. Because Revit is open, template I have taken. Now what I have to do first? You have to create the levels first. Level means number of floors. If your building is consist with some 10 floors, you have to create the 10 floors. If your building is consist with only single floor, you have to create the single floor also. Okay, like that. So when you will take the template file from the Autodesk, this folder, template folder, you will be get two levels. One is level 1, another is level 2. Like that, two levels default it will become. Because Autodesk peoples, they have given only one floor template file to us. Remaining floor we have to create. Because if our project is having only one floor, there is a floor, there is a slab, that's all. Above there is no floor, nothing is there, only individual house, single floor building. So that time no need to create again number of levels. But when you are going to work for the commercial building, like there is a hotels, there is a restaurant, or there is a some 5-star, 3-star hotels. So that time there is a multiple floors will be there. Am I right? Ground floor, first floor, second floor, like that. Up to 10, 20, 30 floors will be there. If you go Gulf countries, there will be 50, 60, 100 floors also building will be there. Am I right? Burj Khalifa, how many floors? You know? Sir, I didn't went Dubai, so how I can tell? Am I right? Without going to Dubai also, you have to know Burj Khalifa, how many floors they have considered, because this is the tallest building in the world. Am I right? Burj Khalifa is consist of 100 and you don't know. I also don't know. Actually, Burj Khalifa is consist with 165 floors we have to go. Remaining floors is not possible to go because that floors is consist with some silicon material. That is the reason that floor is not access to go. So up to 165 floors we will have access to go. There will be a lift flowing will be there up to 165 floors. Lift is there. After that there is no lift. Correct? So like that there is a number of floors will be there in a building. So each and every floor there will be a height variation. Am I right? Some floor may be height same height. Some floors the height may be different. But each and every floor the height you have to create it here in levels. You have to create the levels by using the height. Okay, so how the levels we will create and what is the main factor we will go for the levels. Okay, so here levels, you just remember our earth is nothing but our mud level that we will call as a earth level, because our mud, because now there is a no building, there is empty land and there is a floor is there is a mud, there is no floor, nothing is there. So the mud level is also one of the level, you know, and that mud level we will call as a ground level, GL level. GL is nothing but ground level. Ground level. Okay, so mud level is ground level. If you go underground, it is a minus level we will call. If you go above ground, there is a plus level. So underground, also some of the floors may be there. Some of the project you will find underground also the buildings construction is going on. There are constructing number of floors. And in India, underground we are going to keep basement floor. Basement floor is for parking. Parking is underground floor. So that underground floor is also one level. That is also one level. That is also a floor. But we are going underground, that is minus level. Subtract and we will go above floor, that is place level. But here this land is 0, 0. So the land level always will be 0, 0. Okay. The land is zero level, the earth level or mud level, we will call ground level also. Am I right? So when you will construct any building underground, there is a floor is coming here. So from mud level to this floor, what is the height? That height we will call here the basement 1 floor or something, we will give the name here. And here height is coming some 5 meter, 5000 mm. So that is minus, here what we will call as a minus 5000 height. Am I right? Like that is going to be show you. But here what will happen, the mud level, exactly the mud level we are not going to construct the building. We will keep it our building some height. And that from the mud level to that height, that level we are going to consider as 750 mm. That is the minimum height. Because exactly mud level, when you are going to construct the building, the floor level, what will happen when the rain come, all the water will be come inside your room. So that is the reason what we will do, we will make it some height. And we are going to put some ramp or steps while entering your house. Am I right? Because when the raining will become, automatically what will happen, your mud is also will be wet. It will be become water. So what will happen, slowly your mud is also going depthing, it is underground only. Right? So like that, every year, every month you can check it, your ground level is going to be decreasing. Because with the help of rain, when it will become some of the mud, it is flow with the water. Some of the muds it will go and pressing above below the ground. So the level of GL level is going to be decreases. And that GL level, some area we will call as a NGL level also. NGL means natural ground level. NGL level, that is natural ground level. So this is natural ground level is also one of the level. Natural ground level means exactly our level of the earth is 0,0. But we will say some of the area you will find some hill area. Some area we will find some low area. Am I right? If you go Chennai, so low level area we will say directly. Why? Because when the rain come, whole city will be with the water. Because low level. Because exactly the level 0,0 is somewhere above, but it is coming minus because the Chennai area, whole area is low level. But when you will go Bangalore is hill area. Why we will call it hill area? Because it is above the ground level. It is above the 0,0 level. 0 coordinates value it's above. So our India, not only India, all area, maybe your level may be vary like that. Maybe your house also may be same. Some of the house you can see low level, some of the house you can see high level. Am I right? So here also the NGL level variation is there. In our earth, NGL level is not at all same. It is varying. Area to area it is varying. So whatever the values are there for the NGL level, we are not bothering all this. We have to go our construction place, what is the level, the mud level is there, what is the level of that area, and that level we are going to consider as a 0,0, and through that we have to measure it our project level. Okay, so that here 750 is the minimum height we have to take. You can take more also, no issue. But 2.5 feet you have to take from the mud level every time. This is the standard for constructing the building. So above this 750, you are going to put the slab, plinth slab. I am just telling because underground there you can put here some columns like that, and there is a footing. Underground there is a footing is there. Everything you can construct. This is same, but I am just telling the levels. Here your concrete slab will become. Am I right? This is the concreting slab will become. So bottom of the slab should be 750 mm minimum, and the thickness of the slab may be minimum 150, maximum 350. You can keep it. The slab thickness. This is a construction process. Minimum 150 slab, plinth slab. The ground level slab when it is coming, ground level beam when it is coming, that floor we will going to keep thickness is 150 to 350. So the top of that floor we will call as a SSL. SSL means the full name is SSL, structure slab level. Structure slab level. SSL. The top of the slab we will call as the SSL, structure slab level. Okay, so now here you can see your earth is here, your land is here, but your building floor is starting here some 750 height, and here I am taking some 150 thickness. So now your SSL value plus how much? 750 plus 150. 800, 900. So plus 900 mm is the SSL value for your building ground floor slab. So this is ground floor. You just remember this is ground floor. This is ground floor, and your ground floor, this is the slab top value. So always your building level should be considered from land, not floor. Because your land is zero level. From that zero level, what is the height of your floor? That height, that top level we will call as a SSL, structural slab level. You have to remember this one, okay? But exactly the slab level we are not going to be walk properly. So again what we are doing, we are keeping some tiles. Am I right? We are putting some marble stones. Yeah, tiles we are doing. Below there is a slab. But above the slab we are putting some marble stones, tiles, some finishing, plastering, something we are doing. Because directly the cement concrete floor we never run. We will finish our floor. When we will walk, we will move. So we have to put some tiles, some granites. We have to place it. So that level is also one of the thickness will be there. And that level thickness minimum 75 mm, maximum 150 mm. That is the standard. Because when you are going to place the tiles thickness will be having some 25 or 30 mm. Again some white cement, some sand. Because when you will go and see the construction site, when they are going to place the tiles, they will put some white cement, then some sand, again white cement, again they are placing the tiles like that. So one tiles they are placing. So from the SSL, how much thickness is coming above the top of your floor? That thickness, minimum thickness is 75 mm, maximum 150 mm. Because if you are going to place some marble stone, so marble stone thickness will be having some more. So maybe it will become more values. Am I right? So that is minimum 75 too. So that level we will call as a FFL, finish floor level. So this floor we will call as a FFL. FFL means finish floor level. Finish floor level. So always our top of the building, top of the floor, always finish floor level. We will going to walk here directly. Now we are walking in the finish level. Okay, so that level we will call as a FFL. So what is the value of that SSL? Because SSL value already we have taken up to here, the top of the slab, how much? 900. Now I am considering here some thickness of the FFL is 100. So here it is coming 1000. So from ground, your floor top is 1000 mm up to finish level, tiles level. That is SSL and FFL. FFL is 1000 mm, SSL is 900 mm. Like that. So this is your floor, now you are walking. But your floor there will be a slab, top. Am I right? There will be a slab is there. The slab means that is the floor height. From FFL, what is the height of your floor? So minimum residential building, the height of the floor we are going to keep some 3 meter minimum. That is 3 meter minimum. But some of the commercial building, if you go, they are going to put some 4 meter, 4.5 meter, again some 5 meter also. Because the building they are going to put some height, between that height they are going to place some ceiling, and in the ceiling all the MEP services will be there. So that's the reason they are going to put some height. But come to the residential building, most of the building they are not going to place the ceiling. Directly the slab will be there. So they are going to keep the height of the floor maybe less value, and that is minimum height is 3 meter, 3000 mm. Some of the contractors, some of the design consultants, they maybe put some 3.5 meter also. Depend upon the area, depend upon the design, depend upon the construction value, they are going to place it. Okay, so here right now I am taking some 4000 mm is the height of my building. This is the bottom, and again the top of that bottom there will be a slab, concreting slab. Am I right? So this concreting slab, again I am taking some 150 mm thickness, and this slab top will be again SSL. This is first floor. Below that is ground floor, and this is first floor. Okay, so example I am just taking 4000 mm, 4 meter is the height I have taken, and that 4 meter height is from FFL to your slab bottom. Means slab bottom. Wherever you are sitting, the bottom of that slab, that is bottom I have taken the 4 meter height. Again the slab thickness is 150 mm. If one more floor is there above, then again here FFL will become, again tiles. Again FFL will become, am I right? So there is a FFL, there is a SSL. Again SSL, FFL value we have to give. So now you tell me what is the value will become, because here right now the FFL value is 1000 mm. Now I have taken 4000 here. So 1000 plus 4000, 5000. Here I have taken 150 thickness. Am I right? So your SSL value is 5150, 5150. This is the height of your first floor SSL value. 5150. How it is came? Here FFL value is 1000. Here 4000 height I have taken. So 1000 plus 4000, 5000. 150 is the thickness of the slab. So 5150 is the SSL value. Now again FFL value how much? Now I am taking FFL value again here some 75 mm. Example. 75 mm thickness I have taken. So 5150 plus 75. So how much it is going to come? 5125. 5225. So 52 to the 5225 is the FFL value. So this value, how it is coming? It is coming from 0 again. The FFL is from 0. The SSL is from 0. Okay. Here also the SSL FFL from 0. Here also the SSL FFL from 0. So each and every floor of your building level will be considered from 0. Ground level. You have to remember this one. So when you will see the drawing, in the drawing they are going to keep this value only, SSL FFL, SSL FFL, that's all. By seeing that value, SSL FFL, you have to think that this value has from 0 only. Your earth level, ground level, mud level. Yeah, you can may say NGL level also. So always it will be the same thing. 0. From 0 it is going to be start. So that level we have to take it here. Okay. So that is SSL FFL. So always you just think, because if you go any project, suddenly your teammate or your colleague or your manager, some has given 10th floor for making the shop drawing. Am I right? 10th floor, not first floor, second floor. Directly given 10th floor. So 10th floor when they have given, in the 10th floor also, the architecture people and the structure people, they will be keep the floor level, and that floor level they will mention like that SSL FFL. So you have to go and check that SSL FFL, because the FFL value will be give architecture. Remember this one, FFL will be give architecture people only. Because the architect who is designing the architecture, he will be give the FFL value, but SSL value will be give civil engineer people, the civil contractor or civil structure consultant who is designing the civil, he will be give the SSL value only, because the civil people only design the floor, but the tiles level, what type of tiles should come in the floor, that architect people only will be decide. So in architecture drawing only you will get the FFL value, but SSL value you will get from civil drawing, structure drawing. Remember. Okay, that the two drawings may be different. All the companies, they will prepare separate drawing. Architecture people will be prepare separate drawing. Structure people will be prepare separate drawing. So that two drawings, you have to check it here properly. Then you will get the values of the SSL. So like that, this is one floor I have designed. But when you will go in a project, you will get different. So if you are working in 10th floor, so 10th floor SSL, FFL, you have to check. If it is coming some 11 meter, 12 meter, 13 meter, whatever the value, so that value is from 0. And that floor, you have to think in such a way that this is our ground floor. Like that you have to think. And that value you have to consider. So each and every project will be the same. And this concept, this process all over the world will be same. If you go America also, this concept. If you go Australia also, this concept. There is nothing different will be there, because all the engineering department companies, all of them has following this concept only. SSL, FFL, what is the height, what is the level, what is the floor height, what is the mud level height, that everything will be the same concept and same process. You have to remember this one. Don't think that this value is for India only, not India, all over the world. This concept only they are following. These are the standard. Okay, so SSL, FFL you have to remember. So here there will be a bottom of slab. Am I right? From FFL to bottom of slab we have given some 4000. So that we will call as a top of slab. And the top of slab is 4000 mm. So here we will write this one as a top of slab. TOS. Top of slab. So top of slab, how much it is coming? 4000 mm, because we have taken 4 meter height. Now in the slab there will be a beam. Am I right? Some area there will become a beam. Here some area there may become some beam. Below the slab there will be a beam is also coming. Am I right? So beam, there will be a width. The width of the beam, and there will be a height. And always remember the beam formula is here. Beam is equal to width into height. So width you can find it here directly, but the height is always including slab thickness. The height of the beam always including slab thickness. How much the thickness of the slab will be there? That much thickness is the beam height, total whole height. Because here the slab thickness already I told you, I taken 150. If your beam height is 400, so you think that in such a way that including this beam 400 height will be there. So below your slab, what is the distance now it is coming? If it is minus with 150, so here it is going to become with 250. So below the slab the beam height is 250, but exactly the height of the beam how much? 400. Am I right? 400 I have taken. So 400 means 150 is the slab thickness, and below the slab 250 is the thickness of height of the beam. So including that there is a 400 height of the beam. Like that the beam is going to be take the height in a project. So H is equal to including slab thickness. If the slab thickness is increasing, so your beam below slab, that your values also will be varying. Okay, so like that it will be considered. So here again from floor, you have to take the bottom. So that we will call as a BOB, bottom of beam. So what is the bottom of beam right now? You tell me, because here bottom of slab I have taken 4000 mm. Now here below it is coming 250. So 4000 minus 250, how much? 3750. So 3750 is the bottom of beam, BOB, bottom of beam. Height you have to give like that. This we will call as a level. Because by standing here, what is your slab height? By standing here, what is the beam height from your floor? By seeing the drawing, you have to give the answer to the contractor or answer to the consultant people. Don't, you are standing in front of the site and someone has came and he is asking you, hey, tell me what is the height of this floor? So now you will tell, hey, come worker, measure the height with the measuring tape. Like that you will tell? No, don't tell like that. Just sir, wait, I will measure it and I will tell you what is the height of this floor. Don't go like that. Just you study the drawing, you just check SSL, FFL, what is the thickness of the slab, what is the bottom height of the beam, everything you just go and check it and subtract it and give the value, that's all. Like that you have to work out. Technically we have to do this way. Don't measure it with the measuring tape. It's not the way to work in such way. Okay, so always you have to remember this one. Bottom of beam, bottom of slab. Like that you have to think in such a way. So the beam height, the beam width, the value what is coming for the below level, what is the value is coming for the top level, everything you just subtract it. Make it plus or minus and just add it and show the value to them. Like that we have to study the drawing. And in this way it is going to be worked out in a project. Okay, so this is the, here bottom of slab. Not top of slab, bottom of slab, BOS, because bottom of slab. Now here from FFL to top of the slab, this is TOS, top of slab. Top of slab how much? 150 is the thickness of the slab. Here bottom of slab how much I have taken? 4000. So here top of slab how much it is going to become? 4150. So top of slab is going to become 4150. Bottom of slab is 4000 and bottom of beam is how much? 3750. Like that you have to remember. So slab is came, top of slab is also we got the value, bottom of beam also we got the value, but in between the slab and the beam and floor there will be a ceiling, and that ceiling will be having some thickness, and that thickness will be minimum thickness will be having the ceiling is 25 mm minimum. The ceiling thickness will be minimum 25 mm, 1 inch mm. And this ceiling is going to be constructed with the gypsum board, POP. So each and every building there will be a ceiling will be there. False ceiling we can say. The ceiling height, minimum height from FFL, the ceiling height, minimum height is CH. CH is nothing but ceiling height. The ceiling height, minimum height is 2400 mm. This is the minimum height of the ceiling. 8 feet. Because the person will be have 6 feet height. After raising his hands, again your hand is 1.5 feet. Am I right? So 6 plus 1.5 how much? 7.5. Again some half feet above your ceiling should be. Because if the person raise his hand, the hand should not touch the ceiling. That's the concept we have to follow here. So minimum height of the ceiling will be 8 feet. 2400 mm is the minimum. It should not come below. But nowadays most of the washrooms area, like toilet area, washrooms, restrooms area, they are going to put the ceiling height some 2100 mm also. Why? And that area we are going to put some sunken slabs like that, because in toilet area what will happen, the bad smell will become, bacteria, virus will be there in the toilet. So that's the reason they are going to do the false ceiling, less height for exhaust system should be work easily fast. That's the reason the ceiling area we are going to keep at the toilet less, because the waste smell, the bad smell should not roam over the room. It should be exhaust easily, fastly, without affecting the room area. So that's the reason we are going to keep the toilet area false ceiling, less height, minimum 2100. 7 feet we are going to keep. Okay, but come to the bedrooms, lobby, or some commercial buildings, hotels, rooms. So that area minimum height of the ceiling will be 2400 mm minimum. That we have to remember. So CH is the nothing but ceiling height. Ceiling height. Remember this word. Because in ceiling, most of the company architect people, they will use different name of the ceiling. Some company people, they will call as a false ceiling, F by C. F by C is nothing but false ceiling. Okay. Some company people, they will call as a FCL, false ceiling level. So this all the abbreviation you have to remember. Because when you will work in a company, maybe some architect people, they will give the abbreviation like that, FCL. FCL means false ceiling level. Some company people, they will write F by C, false ceiling. Some company people, they will write CH, ceiling height, like that. Some company people, they will write AFL also, above finish level. Above finish level is nothing but ceiling level, that's all. Some company people, they will write AFFL, above finish floor level, like that. Above finish floor level. So this all abbreviation comes under ceiling only, false ceiling. And this ceiling drawing, when we are going to prepare for the architect engineers, so they will call as a RCP drawing, RCP drawing. The ceiling drawing we will call as a technical word RCP. RCP full name is Reflected Ceiling Plan. Okay, remember, Reflected Ceiling Plan. Reflected Ceiling Plan is nothing but this we will call as a RCP drawing. RCP means ceiling drawing. Ceiling drawing will be separately, it is going to be prepared. Architect people, they will prepare separately the ceiling drawing. So we have to check the ceiling drawing also, because in architecture structure people, they have to design the ceiling also, because each and every room there will be a different types of ceiling will be there, because the ceiling will be give more attraction in the building interior designing, because in the ceiling they are going to put different types of lights, and that light is going to give the attractive looks inside the room. If you go in the shopping mall, or if you go in the 5-star or 3-star hotels, you will see the interior, they are going to put different decorative types of lights, and that light all has been placed in the ceiling only, and it should give good looking inside the room, and there will be a huge luminous will be there. Okay, so that comes the ceiling only, because the ceiling will be reflected every area. So that's the reason this reflected ceiling plan we are calling as a RCP drawing. This is separately we are going to prepare. Okay, so right now here you can see the bottom of slab, as I told 4000 I have taken here. The bottom of ceiling I have taken some 2400. The ceiling thickness I have taken 25 mm. Am I right? So now from top of the ceiling to bottom of slab, what is the height? Now 4000 plus minus 2400. How much? 2600. Again you have to subtract with 225 mm. So how much it is coming? 2575. Am I right? No, 1575. Correct. So whatever the values from top of the ceiling to bottom of the slab, that value we will call as a clearance value for MEP services. Clearance value, because this value is for MEP engineers to design their services. So the MEP clearance value, clearance level also we can say. MEP services clearance, because the MEP people, they will never come below the ceiling. The MEP design, they will never go above the slab. In between only they will run their services. They will play the game in between only. Because the ceiling, it will be never come. The slab, it will be never break. In between only we have to adjust the pipe. We have to adjust the cables. We have to adjust the cable tray. We have to adjust the ducting, AC. Everything will become in between ceiling and slab. That's all. So whatever the heights is getting here, top of the ceiling and bottom of the slab, that height only we have to check, and with that clearance height, MEP engineers people has to be designed properly their services. If mechanical people are working, they have to do design the services in between only. Architecture people, they will develop the ceiling, they will develop the slab, beam, everything the architecture people they will develop. But MEP people, they will work in between that ceiling and slab only. They never come out, they never go above. So that level we will call as a clearance level of that MEP services. Got it? So here in the ceiling, the first service what we will come, lights. Different types of lights we are going to place in the ceiling. Am I right? So first service will becomes electrical. So electrical service will become first, lighting services, electrical lighting. Okay, and again after electrical services there will be a fire services, fire protection. Am I right? MEP services. Again above the fire protection there will be a HVAC services. Heating, ventilation, air conditioning, AC. That service will become. Okay. After that, again water services. Water supply. In the toilet, we required all water supply. And again top, drainage. Wastage systems. Like that, one above the other, the MEP services, they are going to be designed. So each and every services between, you have to give some clearance height, and that clearance height will be minimum 100 mm. All services you have to put some clearance height. From top of that services to bottom of the other services should be have minimum height, and that minimum height is 100 mm. You have to keep minimum height 100 mm. Whatever the height of your services will be there, that services, the minimum height you have to take 100 mm. Because it should not be clashed. Your pipe is passing like that, your cable tray is passing like that. There will be a gap. So that gap will be minimum 100 mm. You have to keep it. This way, the mechanical, electrical and piping engineer will be design the services. Because we have to decide the services. How much height our service should be run inside the room. How much height our cable tray, our cables, our wires will be run inside the room. Everything we have to decide. Nobody will tell you. Because that is as per your model, as per your design, you have to decide. And that should be perfect, because while executing at site and while constructing at site, the contractor, the workers will be never feel any difficulties to execute that services. They can able to understand your drawing and they can able to execute the services perfectly at site. So this way our MEP services is going to be work. But the civil and architecture people, they will never worry about all MEP services, because they will design their services. They will put the door, ceiling, everything they will put it and they will complete the model. But MEP people, they will stuck many area. They will stuck many area also. Sometimes the situation may become in this way that the ceiling height is not sufficient for MEP services to place the component. That time they will discuss with the architect again and they are going to reduce the ceiling height, because the given height is not sufficient. Because the MEP services, big pipe is coming, big duct is coming, big cables are coming. So whatever the height they have given between the ceiling and the slab, that height is not sufficient. So that time again they will give a argument with the architect people and they will request to make it down some ceiling, so they can easily pass the MEP services inside the ceiling. Like that there will be many deflection, there will be many discrepancy will become at site. So MEP people, engineers always will be hurry-burry situation will be there at site. So always there will be discussion will be happen with the architect and the civil people. Sometimes some area maybe some structure design also may be changed due to the effect of this MEP services. Some area, some rooms, the architect people has to be changed the design due to the discrepancy of this MEP services. So MEP services is very much important in the building, because your building is looking very good, but there is no water, there is no electricity, there is no AC, nobody will go inside the building. So MEP service is very much crucial in the building. Without MEP services, the building, nobody will take rent, nobody will take lease, nobody will take purchase that building, nobody will sell also that building. So how much the interior designing, how much the civil engineer is important, that much of important the mechanical, electrical and piping engineer people also. Because without services, the building never works in that building. Without AC, nobody will be stay in the building because full of heat. Without electricity, nothing will be do. Even the computer also has to be run with the electricity. Even the fan also should be run with the help of electricity. So without electrical, nothing will be moved. You want to clean your face, you need water. You have to go washroom, you have to clean your face. You have to take the bath. Water is required. So water piping engineer has to be do work. After cleaning your face and water, the waste water has to be go out. So that water, you have to put drainage systems. So the water is going to be get out. Like that, all MEP service will be very efficient in the building, and it is very crucial. So that's the reason sometimes the architect people and the civil people, they will compromise their design because without MEP services clearance, they are not ready to move forward. So that's the reason they are compromising their design and they are changing. Again, some rework has to be doing with the satisfactioning and some making some helpful for the MEP design engineers and model creation people. Okay, so like that, this MEP services people is very effectively working in the project. Okay, so now you got some idea about the levels. So this way the MEP services architecture we have to work. So here the FFL, SSL, everything you have to remember. So now this floor level is going above, so that's the reason we have kept plus value. If it is coming below, same process, again same, it is mirror copy, but here whatever the values we are going to give for the SSL, this will become minus value only. If it is having some 5000, so 5000 is the minus FFL, SSL. Like that, it will become minus value, that's all. But the value will be same, but it is coming below, underground. So basement 1, basement 2, basement 3, like that. Underground, there will be some 3-4 floors also. This comes under minus level. Because 0, earth level. Below minus, above plus level. Like that is going to be work out. Clear? So this way the levels is going to be designed in a project. Okay, clear? So tomorrow I will take the practical of this Revit introduction classes which I have taught you earlier. Okay, and this level creation also I will tell you tomorrow how to create the levels in Revit. So in Revit, whatever the levels we are going to create, that comes under FFL or else SSL. If there is no tiles, so that level we will consider as a SSL. If there is a tiles floor is also coming, so that time we have to consider FFL. So FFL is the first priority, then the second priority is SSL, structure slab level. If there is no floor, no tiles, so each and every floor there will be a tiles will become. But if you go roof floor, there will be no tiles. So that time the roof floor we will consider SSL is also a floor level, and by using that floor level we are going to be design the services. Right? So this way we will work together while creating the levels. Okay, got it?